Welcome to another edition of Cagers TV, home of Cagers basketball. This week we got a real exciting show. It's going to be short and sweet. As my right-hand man Mason comes over and dressed in as if you notice, he's got this is one of the things that our players get. It's a long sleeve shooting shirt. This was last year's edition. It's a blue shooting shirt. This year it's going to be gray with the Cagers going across there. So kids are really excited about that. Those will be on order. We'll get them here in a couple weeks. So what's on tap for today, Mason?
Well, the big question is, how did practice go this week?
I'll tell you what, practice went really well. We had our first few practices this week. We started to put it in our offenses and our defensive schemes, and it's kind of tough. We have 2 practices, and that's all we have per week. But the kids are working hard. I have 7 kids who are really working hard right now, and it's just been a lot of fun.
Yeah. What stuck out to you this week during practice and since tryouts?
Well, since practice started, the thing that stuck out to me was I have several kids who we're just working hard. They're hard workers. They play hard. I got a couple more shooters that are going to really help us out, I think. A couple kids that can really score. And so I'm excited about the fact that we have our firepower. We have a lot of firepower this year. We kind of lack numbers a little bit, but we're working hard. They're picking up the stuff, the terminology, and they're kind of really getting it. So I'm really looking forward to this week's practices so we can really get ready, because a week from Tuesday, we're playing.
Wow, that's fast. What are some of the other things you are doing with the team besides practices and the games?
Well, one thing we're doing until the first of the year is we're doing a thing called a commitment continuum system. Sports psychologist Jeff Jansen came out with this. He's studied teams from all over the nation, championship teams, and there's 6 levels of commitment that he comes up with. And so what we're doing is we're just kind of finding out where we stand as a team, as individuals, in commitment. I think one of the biggest problems we have today with young people, especially young men, is their lack of commitment. You see people going out for teams and they quit. They can't keep jobs. They're not committed to their schoolwork. So we're going to talk about that. Not only how it applies to the Cagers, but how it applies to life. And I'm excited about going through it. And I think the kids are kind of a little bit leery about what this is all about, but I really think it's going to be beneficial.
Oh, well, the other thing that's been going around is the schedule. So let's talk about the schedule.
The schedule. Well, if you go to, if you're tuning in for the first time, you're on the website already. You can click on our schedule tab at the top, and it kind of goes down through our schedule for the year. We have 12 to 15 games, and we play all private, non-OSHA schools or homeschool teams. And we play teams like Coshocton Christian, Faith Christian, Reimer Road Baptist, Gospel Haven, Christian Community, or Community Christian out of Grafton, and Hartville Christian. And then we also play 2 homeschool groups, the out of Cleveland area, the Geauga Grizzlies, east side of Cleveland, and then the Hearts for Jesus, which is on the west side of Cleveland. And this schedule, well, you saw some of the games last year, because you came along last year and helped me on the bench. These teams play hard. They play really hard. And they all can shoot, as we found out last year. I mean, a lot of games we lost, these guys, they hit 3-pointers.
And they have a brotherhood, too.
They do. They're close-knit teams. They play hard. They got good fan bases. And so this isn't going to be an easy schedule for us. We have our work cut out, but we're excited. But if you get online, you can check out our schedule, www.cagersbasketball.weebly.com, and you can get all you need to know about who we're going to play and where we're going to play. But check that, because of inclement weather, like tonight, snowing like crazy. If this was a night of a game, the game might get switched, might be moved up or back or canceled. So check out that website to keep updates.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's also the big question: who's on the team? Because tryouts were like last month, and the roster still isn't finalized on the website. When's it gonna come out, Coach?
Well, one thing we do with the Cagers is that we hand out contracts. And the contracts are not any exchange of money. It's just a contract of agreement with the players, the coaches, and the parents agreed.
RenderForest.com